Yeah, really good flavor. And like I said, just in review, if there's any leaking problems, once in a while you'll get leaking problems. You also got this, I forgot about your drip tip. These are called drip tips right here. And you have uh, a little seal there. If you're getting a little bit of condensation or anything like that in it, just check that seal as well. But if there's any leaking going on, make sure your atomizer is tight. That's your replaceable coil. And make sure it's tight, but not stupid tight. You only want to do just hand tight and snug, I guess would be the word. And then, yeah, that should be the only problem with your, if you get, when you're taking this apart, just the battery off the bottom, check it out, look inside there. If there's any fluid inside here, that means your coil isn't tight enough, or your replaceable coil isn't tight enough. So therefore it's coming through the seal down onto there. And when that happens, it doesn't, and you're pressing against it, of course fluid is not a good conductor of electricity. So therefore you're hampering what your battery is trying to do to push that coil, and it's not heating the coil up properly. Yeah, besides that, it's pretty self-explanatory. Of course, if you have any questions or something like that, you can, there's a contact option on my website to be able to get a hold of me. If you have any issues or any problems like that, you can contact me. As soon as somebody tries to contact me, it automatically sends a message to my phone saying that I have an email. Because that's what it does, it just emails my Gmail account for Ivy League Vapor Shop. Also, there's also websites or YouTube videos of all kinds, not just what I do, but everybody. Vaping, there's a huge community. You can go on Facebook. There's Facebook groups there if you're into that kind of thing. I'm part of Vaping Newbies, Canadian Vapor Society, CVU, ECTA, which is an action group for e-cigs, for trying to educate the government and stuff like that, because the government is trying to ban these and stuff like that because they say there's no long-term effects or long-term studies on them. It's only been out for 6 years, and I don't hear a lot of complaints from people that use these. Nobody's had, there's the only deaths that are related to e-cigs are from parents not being responsible enough to keep these out of the reach of children. And what I mean by that is some people do DIY and they make their own e-juice. So after they've been doing it a while and stuff, they'll decide they want to make their own e-juice to save even more money than they already are. The thing is that they're leaving nicotine that's higher than 48 milligrams per 100 or per 100 milliliters or 10 milliliters, 100 milliliters. And what happens is that 48 milligram strength bottle is sitting there on the table, and these all have child locks. See, no worries. You have to, just like anything else, you have to push down on it for it to unlock. Anyways, they're not leaving the child locks on these, and little tiny toddlers are getting a hold of this. Of course, there's flavors like strawberry and stuff like that, and bubble gum and everything. And they smell this. You can smell the smell right on the bottle, and they're like, good, and they'll take it off and they'll drink it. Well, the thing that happens is 48 milligrams is enough to make a small toddler really sick, really quick. So therefore, they drink it all, and 10 milliliters will get them sick. If it's a 30 milliliter bottle and the little kid drinks all of that, they could die from it, just because it's nicotine poisoning. It's really high milligram, and that's why I only suggest to do no more than 24, because most people do not need anything that's 48 milligrams. That is like trying to inhale the same amount as like a whole pack of cigarettes all at once. like trying to chain smoke a whole pack of cigarettes, but in one cigarette, not in a whole pack. Um, most people start between 12 and 18 milligrams, and the odd person, I myself did too as well, started at 24 milligrams, but I quickly went down from 24 milligrams because the more nicotine that's in it, you're also going to get a lot harder throat hit. And after I started enjoying the flavors, I realized some of the reason why my flavors weren't tasting as good as I thought they should is because the nicotine level was too high. So then I weaned myself off of it. Now I'm down. It's been a little over 3 or 6 months since I started using cigs. I started at 24 and now I'm down to 3. I just went from 24 down to 18, did 18 for about 2 weeks, decided to go to 12, was on 12 for about 2 months, and then I went down to 6, and I was down at 6 for about a month, and now for the last month or 2.5 months or 2 months, I've been down to 3, and I'm fine with just 3. I go down to 0 and stuff like that, and I notice it, so I go back up to 3, and it's all subjective. Everybody's gonna be different, right? So my suggestion is just vape with what you're comfortable at. It's usually best to make your mind up if you're going to smoke or if you're going to vape. If you're going to, some people, they can just, like I myself, I got my e-cig, I had to order it from Edmonton, and stuff like that, and then I realized how much they charged me. Like, I ended up paying over $200 for a simpler set than this, and five flavors. I actually had 2 combo kits like this for over I think it was like $250 or something altogether. And that's why I decided this is nuts, because some people, why are they charging so damn much? Excuse my language. Why are they charging so damn much for such a simple product? That's why I'm selling these for $65 each. So it's pretty much, after all that, I'm almost charging half price of what they are charging. Because my goal is I want all vapors, or anybody that's trying to quit smoking and get into this, to do it not so expensive. Plus they didn't have any kind of how-tos or anything. Luckily I was already computer inclined. I play around with computers and stuff a lot and stuff. It's sort of my hobby. So therefore I had to go online and find out everything. Here I'm giving anybody that wants to try it a chance to be able to figure this out. I can help them out, no problem. Anyways, this thing is getting really long anyways, so I'm going to end it here. Like I said, if you have any questions, stuff like that, I have a contact us part on my website there. Just type in a message, or if you need a request for a video on this or that, and if I get a request for how-tos or something like that on something else that I haven't done one on, please leave a message on there and I'll gladly do that. Alright, okay, thank you very much, and hope you enjoy vaping.